Like the draft is coming together here from Execration is quite nice.
Got a kick out of the coil for the snap, a way to get on top of the lion, just disrupt this here on the back line.
10 seconds remaining.
Probably going to see the carry. I think we see it in your dreams here now because Luna's matchup's already shown, although you don't see the Raging Potato, but you will not see that regardless. So you'll pick it in the 18th and probably protect it with your second picks. Sorry, 2 bands.
I think probably Draw Ranger makes the most sense. Maybe a Wraith King. Or they actually banned Wraith King themselves, never mind. What about a Terror Blade? It's also banned by themselves. But they're banning all the carries themselves, damn. Yes, I think Draw Ranger is probably the best bet.
It is nice because they have heroes that can go in for the Drow and tank up the abilities and kind of move the emphasis from the Drow to like the DK or the Void Spirit.
Dire team ban.
Juggernaut. Against an A as well. I mean, it's a good matchup against Luna. I mean,
10 seconds
it's a
remaining.
good laner. Can I say it's? I don't love it against AA or Puck. Like if there's ever an Aghanims on AA, suddenly Juggernaut feels pretty damn weak.
Radiant team
but it's good against Earth Spirit in the lane. We don't see the offlaner just yet. So if they actually lane Earth Spirit Puck there, it might be a little bit of a problem for the Juggernaut. They're banning the Darks here, despite having a Juggernaut. Very interesting.
Are there any other offlane heroes that you want to see banned out here for Galaxy?
Legion Commander seems very strong for Execration. But that's the thing. If they're like last pick and Undying now, it's going to be very tough for Execration to pick an offlaner that wins the lane against Juggernaut.
Execration got Ultra last, so they should still... Are you saying Undying still pick without knowing what the offlaner is?
5 seconds remaining.
I mean,
because even if there's Puck Earth Spirit, then Undying will still crush that.
Yeah, because you already see the matchup as well. I mean, Galaxy Race have no flexibility. It's going to be... I mean, they don't have this 24th pick as well, which is the big issue. It's where a lot of the flexibility can come into play. I mean, they're kind of banking on In Your Dream with the Jug and 5. I like the Grimstroke ban a lot. That's one of the supports that can really enable him, especially in the lane. I'm trying to think if there's another, like a Snapfire almost. We don't see this here as much. But he can definitely help out a carrier to be aggressive in the lane.
10 seconds remaining.
Sure, that could work out.
Like a Crystal Maiden almost. Like just some way to really enable the Jug's lane. They go Shadow Demon. Against the Luna. Okay.
The lane is weak though. Jug Shadow Demon is very weak. I really think a Legion Commander now could be quite strong. Of course, you can't dispel the Shadow Poison anymore, but...
You don't care about the save for the jewel as the game goes on as well? It's just for the lane?
I mean, it is annoying, but at the same time, you also want to have a disable that goes through Juggernaut spin. And you do have Puck and Earth Spirit that can sort of deal with the Shadow Demon in the backline. You have a good setup for A ult. You have a good save for the mid game against the Lion Dragon Knight.
Nice.
Okay.
I don't hate that at all. That's a cool pick. The lane is like, you were saying they probably could have pressured that lane because of the weakness on the Shadow Demon. In fact, the Shadow Demon is actually position 4.
5 Lion. Well, that makes things a lot more interesting because Juggernaut Lion is actually not weak.
Yeah.
Night Stalker though, he's also not weak. Sure, it's not nighttime, you're not going to get a speed buff, but you have good regen, good armor, good overall stats. And he should be able to transition into the first night quite okay.
This is a pretty cool Night Stalker pick. Like, this silence destroys a lot of the heroes on Galaxy Racer. Like, you've got no way to mobilize out of the out of the AoE silence. So if you can get to that stage, kind of that's my one issue. Is I always feel like Night Stalker, you can be very hit or miss. Like you can have a great game, snowball, get these items, but sometimes you might really fall behind at the early game if it really feels like it comes down to like this first night time. And if you can't get enough out of it with the rotations, maybe from the Earth Spirit, from the puck, then we might see Ragey Potato, his net worth slowly start to fall down out of the cause.
I mean, honestly, just looking at all these heroes, I do like the draft of Execration quite a bit better. Like the Night Stalker should, in theory, counter pretty much everybody until some BKBs come out. But Voice doesn't even want to build BKB. Neither does Juggernaut. You can jump the backline super easily. Yeah, I do like this Execration draft better.
Yeah, same.
The Dragon Knight should be in a lot of trouble as well. Like Shadow Demon Dragon Knight doesn't sound strong against Luna AA. Should be good. I'm looking forward to how aggressive they're going to be, because this draft is all aggression.
Just making a bunch of space for Luna, just allowing her to kind of play her own game, farm up the jungle, and then the rest of the team are making all the plays.
Yeah, and the good thing is they're not lacking damage. They got AA. AA always means that you don't lack damage. They got good team fights through the supports.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think it's going to be very hard for Galaxy to actually team fight in this game.
Are there any items that they can go for then to kind of offset this, or is it just kind of they're very reliant on maybe finding pickoffs across the map and kind of split the side of Execration up?
I mean, finding pickoffs is not easy until like Dragon Knight gets Blink Dagger or Void Spirit gets a couple of items. And the lanes, mid lane should be relatively even, and then they should win and lose one lane. But as Night Stalker is the big question mark, right? Like, how much damage can you do in the first nighttime? Will he be shut down in the first, like during the first day cycle, or is he gonna be all right? He actually started with a wind blaze, not a stick.
No stick.
I feel like stick against Lion is almost mandatory.
Are you worried about getting killed off, or at least taking a bunch of damage before you get a windlace or a boots though? Because the Jug can be super aggressive.
Yeah, but what is the windlace gonna do?
Yeah, it's not enough. I mean, it's what, 10 movement speed higher than the Jug, but yeah, you just land an Earth Spike, 1.4 seconds. That's still plenty of damage. Another thing to mention is that you were highlighting that Galaxy Racer, them finding pickoffs is very difficult. You take a look at the Radiant lineup. Their vision game is actually through the roof. Like, how did Galaxy Racer want start fights, and how do you even have vision this game to get pickoffs? Luna has nighttime advantage. You've got Puck being able to naturally shove out the lanes, and Orb to kind of scout's nice. Nighttime for the Night Stalker to keep in mind. If you want to even say the Ice Blast as well, that can kind of fly across the map, where this could be a really, really big advantage here for Execration.
Yeah, I do really think they have the draft advantages. Night Stalker last pick, didn't expect it, but makes a lot of sense, especially if he gets some items. Like if he gets a BKB Blink, those supports don't want to play Dota.
What is kind of the transition items that we feel Ragey Potato might go for? Is there an Urn early on the cards for him? I mean, he's got Phase, Stick, and Bracer queued up at the moment. Do you think it's just that into like Blink BKB, or could he switch it up a little bit?
Usually you don't really want to get small items on Night Stalker because like Blink and BKB are so impactful. This game, maybe Blink before BKB might be better, just to cut into the back line, jump on the Juggernaut potentially. We'll have to see though how his game goes.
Yeah.
Like if you free farms, we have even seen Night Stalkers go for Aghanim Scepter, which is really strong if you have a good laning phase.
Super greedy though. Like that's the big issue.
It's very greedy. So we're probably not going to be seeing that.
I mean, there was a stage where we were seeing how strong the Aghanims was, and you transition the Night Stalker to actually be played as a position 1. I know China were the first region that were really popularizing that, I should say. Eurus played that at such an incredible level, and we haven't really seen the Night Stalker since then.
Yep. When the axe was still really broken.
Yep.
You just do Cuddle and Night Stalker, do the double nuke, stuns for like 2 seconds.
Yeah. So crazy.
Pretty intense.
I mean, it gave Night Stalker everything you needed, like some way to farm, because he does not farm very fast. More control in team fight, AoE damage that he doesn't have. It definitely gave him a lot that he was lacking.
Yeah, but got nerfed immediately after.
Yeah.
Take away all the fun, as always.
I think it's always nice when you have multiple item builds that you can potentially go for. You know, the stock standard cookie cutter, just the one set of items. You've got the options here.
Oh, they're aggressing on the Luna right now. Be a lot of damage coming in.
Palos actually got to stand his ground as maybe the cold feet proc gets a connection. Palos, couple of right clicks. Yoken picks up first blood. Mizzy will lose his core, but hey, you're happy with getting first blood here for the Shadow Demon. You reckon this lane's going a little bit better than we expected?
Definitely. I didn't think they would be able to really pressure that much, but Luna caught out of position, gets Dragon Tail disrupted. Easy kill. Gotta be very careful. When you play these dual range heroes that are quite squishy, you always gotta be very mindful of your positioning. If you're out of position, you can die really easily. Like, you really gotta play that range game. Keep poking, keep poking, keep poking, and win the lane that way. BDZ? He has a Hex and Impale.
BDZ is looking ultra dead right now. Just trying to...
He didn't? Okay. Doesn't want to use his Fairy Fire.
He did stack up the wave, but In Your Dream's doing a very good job to make sure his own creep wave didn't drag underneath the tower, so it's kind of even right now with the creeps, and if he just makes sure he denies his own, then they'll keep the creep equilibrium.
Very tough to do in a 1v1 because the enemy will just manipulate the creep aggro. A line is coming back now. This should be giving a lot of golden experience to Night Stalker, who only has... How many CS? 10. Okay. A little bit hard to see from here.
A bauble from the void.
So far, the mid lane start looking pretty even. The health from either Bob and Alacrity has gone back and forth, but last hit's solid at the moment. Is there a little bit of a spike difference from either of these heroes when level 6 has come out?
I might be seeing a kill on a Night Stalker here. Spin.
It's got Boots and Windlace. I don't know if this is going to be enough just out of the last spin, but In Your Dream gets the kill there. Beautifully done. It's their third get of the game here. Bob should get a kill on Alacrity as well. He's got Winning Rift. Bob? Okay.
Well, yeah, usually Power Spikes is level 6 when you get the coil, so you can't escape with any of his abilities, but getting a solo kill before 6 is very uncommon in this matchup.
He's got Witchblade queued up, which, I mean, it's an item that we have seen a decent amount for the Void Spirit, a hero that we don't see too often now, though, but my personal favorite with the Voider against the puck is this Yules. I mean, you've got a way to kind of get rid of the silence, maybe help out against the Night Stalker, the silence on the Earth Spirit as well, so you have multiple ways defensive, but the best reason is that it's one of the ways to set up versus the puck. He, brings him down from the Yules, sets up for the Remnant. He can't phase shift it, and then you follow up with any extra control. That's kind of where I've seen some of the Void Spirits turn this matchup around. Even though the coil and silence is very difficult, you are still one of the few heroes that will offer some initial control, and that's really all you need versus the puck. So, wonder how he's going to feel as this game goes on if he commits for the Witchblade.
Yeah, Witchblade doesn't seem really that good at all. No spin available. Healing Ward can't be deployed right now. Do we have enough damage?
Is that enough In Your Dream?
Last right click.
But
But I completely agree with you. Yule Scepter is definitely an item you should be going for. Witchblade doesn't even seem super impactful this game.
Oh, he's still not 6. Here he can. Gets the banishment out. But Bob's okay.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Might want to go back to base though.
Dire's top
Still
tower
sticking around.
is under
He's
attack.
got bounties up soon too.
And healing himself as well. But if DK is farming way more than I thought he would.
Yep.
Luna is actually one getting pressured.
Might be a little bit different now because the Shadow Demon's rotated out of the lane. But Mizu's got 2-1-2. Super tanky build as well, of course, that we've been seeing a lot on the Dragon Knight off. So looks like Mizu at this stage, it's going to take maybe a +1 for this kill to bring him down. We'll see how Puck, you know, what lanes he wants to prioritize on Bob.
Yeah, Puck rotation would definitely be easy killing the dragon. I probably wants to do this soon.
It's actually Raging Potato that's looking to get involved down there. Yorkam, the cold feet was on one of the illusions, but Yorkam will still fall here, so is the Night Stalker getting active early? I mean, he's only got 18 last hits though, so taking a look at the net worth, I mean, he's behind on all the cores right now.
Yeah, Night Stalker really does need some items coming into the mid game, and he might just die now. Double damage, Void Spirit, he's gone.
That jaunt, no, it's still not going to matter. It didn't go fully through there as bot lane. Bob, there's the rotation. So they got 2 kills down bot here. Back to back, and his Earth Spirit's also going to die up top as well. Josh picks up the level 6, so wasn't required there for the kill on top of BDZ.
Yeah, farm Juggernaut this game is also very scary. If Night Stalker is not very farmed, the same as Luna, one Omni Slash can really just kill those heroes very easily.
Yeah, what is he opting for at the moment here? Indra Dream, that farming steroid is on the Maelstrom. We don't really see too many of the Battle Furies anymore too, do we? It's just so slow.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Battle Fury and Juggernaut. Mjolnir just scales so well with his Omni Slash as well. Adds so much extra damage.
All eyes on for me at the moment on how these mid laners are able to get active. They both had a relatively good start to this game. You know, Bob even better with 3 kills, as he and BDZ can just be the roaming duo at the moment. After this kill, they might be able to transition it into a couple of the neutral stacks as well that Dive got set up at the moment, so... Lion's gonna get chased down. We did see also a kill on Jokam as well, on the opposite side of the map here.
Yep, getting very active on the Puck, and Puck is having a very good game, almost as his Witchblade done. But the other 2 cores are struggling quite a bit. They somehow gotta find a way to get back into the game. Because eventually this line will have a Blink Dagger, and then the game of the Puck is gonna be very difficult. Same as Dragon Knight, really. He's probably gonna go for the Blink right after. Yep, queued it up just now. And bot tower should be an easy one as well.
Yeah, we haven't seen them prioritize any stacks at the moment here for Radiant. They're actually looking to defend top. Alacrity, he's got a lot of damage, and Powerless is just sieging kind of by himself. Night Stalker is just gonna run himself back to safety, but oh, Raging Potato is going Midas. Hey,
that's I mean, he's so poor.
It's another kill. He supports I mean, all of this, it is a 2,000 net worth lead. Like you were saying, the lanes, I mean, you were expecting kind of this Luna AA lane to go a little bit better, but somehow the Mizu's DK just got a lot more out of it, and it's showing really in the net worth graph.
Yeah, like, DK being shut down was a very vital component of the Radiant draft, I think. Because once he has his Blink Dagger, his Puck that is very farmed now is in a lot of trouble, and then once the line gets hit,
just a little bit slow.
Yeah, but you can see the power of Puck against Void Spirit. That's so easy.
I guess this Shadow Demon pickup is nice for that regard. Like, if anyone, you really are going to rely on having items, and I guess, you know, they're showing though, because they give it to a position 4, so, you know, Aether Lens potentially, Blink as well. If you can get that banishment through Coil, you know, dodge the Ice Blast, or, you know, maybe purging up the Night Stalker, so when he's running through with his AoE silence as well, like, I'm actually all eyes on, you know, how Shadow Demon is able to keep up in net worth, because I definitely think he can have a very high impact this game with the farm priority that they can give him.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah. Agreed. Wait, so did the technically commit for the Witchblade?
Not really. He's got the chainmail at the moment, but could be phase.
Yeah, he's still keeping his gold.
Mizu's
Using nighttime? Can he get away?
I need another stack. Oh.
Yeah, I needed the 4th one. He also didn't max Shadow Poison. Interesting.
What's the second point for here for Jokam?
Scanning.
Not sure. Maybe the cooldown reduction.
Bye bye.
Yep. See you next week.
Do you feel like I mean, Night Stalker's not sitting too comfy in the net worth, so I was gonna say, do you feel like they've gotten enough out of the nighttime? But I feel like the answer is probably no.
What happened to DK? He's falling off the face of the planet right now when it comes to net worth.
We've seen this often on some of these heroes. Like, they have a good start, and then they're not hitting creeps. Like, Fearless was one of them that we were seeing earlier. No, Ragey Potato. Should be a go on here. Great movement from Polo and Alacrity. They still got Finger of Death, which means they can try and lead him for another kill if anyone else hangs around from Execration.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What?
The fire.
Wait, Bob was still there?
How did he die?
I thought he got away. That's why I moved away from top. Oh, whoa. That's a
stunned
big
then, or what?
kill. He
Wasn't even
must
Finger
have.
used.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
see. I thought I heard him jaunt away, so I just moved away from the map.
Maybe he jaunted in.
Radiant's
No,
top
that's
tower
not good.
is under
Juggernaut.
attack.
They have a
What do
sentry
you have to
nearby.
kill, though?
Oh, in your dream's gonna find him. Instant spin. Oh, he cancels it. Yeah. He's gotta stick around. He's like, I'll take this camp still.
Yeah, I mean, he TP'd to base. It would be a lot of lost time. He
Radiant
recognized they're not
are
chasing
scanning.
anymore, so I'm out of here. Bye.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We're gonna get Palace farming these ancient stacks. We didn't see it too much yesterday. Oh, sorry, early game with the gyrocopter. And I mean, Luna's very similar hero. He's only got 1 point glaives though. At the moment, maxed out the
Interesting.
beam.
Maxed out beam, but isn't really actively fighting.
I have an opportunity to fight now, though. Galaxy Racer on the back line behind Mizu.
Dire's top
This
tower
could
is
be a
under
decent time
attack.
for Radiant, though. I mean, Night Stalker doesn't really want to fight 300 gold away from Midas. Nice reactions, Mizu. Quick on the trigger.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Playing a lot of Osu, I see. Got a fast mouse, fast reflexes. Another stack. But it was Dark Ascension use, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a massive
Dire's
pull on the
middle
expense
tower
into
is
the
under
game.
attack.
It's a good D-Ward though. What's Puck going in next? Just Blink Dagger? Just enter it? He already has it.
Already. Yeah,
Wow.
Bob
Hang on
is...
this next then.
Bob is a superb puck player. I mean, 6-1-1 at the moment. He's into some pretty tricky matchups as well. So, into this Aeon Disc next item, he's not afraid to go for it early. And why not when you're against this instant stun lock? It's just such a bonkers
Dire's
item.
top tower is under attack.
What's Luna going for?
Sanjin Yasha.
Sound Yasha, probably BKB afterwards. Midas was so late on the Night Stalker though, like he's gonna need a lot of time to really be a factor in this game.
They're gonna smoke up here, looking to get active, but Polo's son, his looks like he's pretty aware of this potential maneuver. He'll pop the smoke, and Bob's gonna be able to claim the kill, but it's just space created. It's the rest of the team. As long as no one else dies here, you're happy with that. Potentially if they can shove up mid, make sure there's no pressure now onto the T1 tower, but can't really commit with getting in and out like that.
Well, so once that Aeon Disc is up on the puck, he should be able to play very aggressively and give his team quite a lot of openings. I just don't know if they have the damage, honestly. Like Luna doesn't feel comfortable fighting yet. Neither does the Night Stalker. Like, I feel like he's kind of just by himself.
A prize.
Yeah, it's just... I mean, him going for the Midas is going to allow him to transition... Well, one, catch up, because he did not have a good start at all, but also going to help transition to the later stage. How do we feel, though? I mean, we're pretty even at the moment. 11 kills apiece. Is there a team that is happy with kind of the slowed down status quo of this second game?
Dire's structures
I
are
mean,
fortified.
Luna is catching back up quite rapidly, so the game doesn't actually look that bad anymore. Night Stalker with the finished Midas. It really just depends on how much they can punish the greed of that Night Stalker. Like if he gets away with it, it's gonna be perfect. Another carry up on the top lane.
Oh, they blow up. Shadow Demon down bot, but a Juggernaut silenced Jug. He's brought down. He's trying to man fight, but
like, I'm actually getting so mad at it.
as a carry player, like guys, why is your farming pattern there?
Radiant's middle tower
Like
is
it should
under
not be
attack.
in the farming pattern, right? That spot.
Radiant
Why?
structures are
It's a
fortified.
death zone, man. Get out of there.
Oh.
Like I was like for sure after the creep if he's gone.
Radiant's
He goes
middle
for the next
tower
one
has
also.
fallen.
Are they going to be able to defend bot?
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Only
Nope.
a TP from Mizu.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, and his game, as we said, slowed down massively as well. Now suddenly
Dire's
Puck,
middle tower
as
is
well as
under
Luna,
attack.
top 2 net worth.
Yeah. I mean,
A
and
lot of misplays coming out from Galaxy in the last couple of minutes.
do you feel like they should have been a little bit more active with how solid a net worth lead they had?
And of course, definitely. Night Stalker went for
Dire's
Midas,
top
he has
tower
nothing.
is under attack.
Luna, like she's strong now, but she was quite weak a couple of minutes ago. And again, it has been the bane of them a couple of times. Sure, their score right now looks pretty good, but when they lose games, it's usually because they're so hesitant. They don't want to use their lead. The best way to use a lead is to make your lead bigger, pressuring the opponent.
Oh, Yokam. Scout underneath the observer ward, my friend.
Is under attack.
Not a neighborhood
Right.
you want to run to.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
How close is Night Stalker to the blink?
Just has it.
Arcane
Oh
power.
my god. He actually just got away with the greed.
Yeah, now, if they can win the next team fight, then Night Stalker is truly online. That'll probably be like a component and a half towards BKB. And Alacrity still is a fair way away from the Aghanims. They are not keeping up in the farm right now on Galaxy. Bob's in. Another quick fingers.
That was not a reaction, that was a prediction. 100%. He knew what was coming, dodged it, and Earth Spirit is gonna pay
Willing.
the price.
Flesh is when you get
Die for your sins, fool.
Mizu's gonna get out of
Radiant
dodge
are
here pretty
scanning.
soon. Uh-oh, it might
He
be
has
too
Blink
late.
and TP, should be fine.
Oh, Reggie Potato!
Silence.
Close, but not quite.
Radiant's middle
But
tower
no
is under
cigar.
attack.
What did I just hear? Oh my god. I'm telling you guys, it's 1:11 in the morning. We get to this stage, it's delirious hours.
Yeah. The moon drives me to delirium. Blind Impale? Nah, wasn't cool then. He would have thrown it out. He would have.
Making a point of Alacrity. The initial silence is there. BDZ, kick back. Try to force him down to the low ground away from potential help from Yokam. Is this banishment enough? It looks like it will be. Ah, there's that Shadow Demon coming into play. They didn't have the extra damage through the stun, and beautifully done. And 8th Lens helping out there as well.
And now getting patched up by the healing ward. We just saw Lion pick up his Blink Dagger as well. So the Puck is in a little bit more trouble. Does he have his Andrus yet?
Yes.
This will hasten
Okay, he does.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
My gratitude.
Has to make sure to assemble it though. They have a lot of burst damage.
Oh, they see Paulos. Underneath the ward.
Ooh.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Juking and diving. He has 3k gold. Why is he not spending it on like a Mithril Hammer? He has an open slot.
Save him for buyback, brother.
He has buyback and a Mithril Hammer.
Two
Now he's
components.
buying out. Ah, this inefficiency. They must be tired.
Was a long game previously.
It
Understandable.
was. Almost BKB on the DK setting up bottom. Goodbye, Raging Potato, I think. Oh. I think, really, this is a mistake I see a lot of Dragon Knights
I
do.
don't.
If you
Go
go on
for it.
someone with Blink Dagger, do not go range for him.
It doesn't make sense to me. Mid lane, Puck. They got the initial start. Aeonte's popping down Mizzy with a fault. There's the Dragon Tail. Can he get away with the jaunt? Will not be able to as Bob's caught out. people love finding the
Radiant's
start
top
with the
tower
Elder
is
Dragon
under
form to the
attack.
sun, but like it's an instant stun. There's no cast animation if you're in melee form. You're right. Like I don't know why people put so much emphasis on popping the dragon before.
I'm not sure either, but cost of a kill there.
Well, they're still gonna take the fight. Ragey Potato. Great AoE silence, but Alacrity even better with the trigger fingers. They get the initial roll. Silence is now expired here. Alacrity has no more charges though. They need to deal with the healing ward if In Your Dream can micro it perfectly, can keep him alive. Unfortunately, it will not be so successful as now Radiant, they're looking to transition this into Mizu's life as well. The DK's beefy, but against the Ice Blast, takes away the effect of this strength offlane hero with an immense amount of health.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. Ascension runs out, so they
Dire's middle
can't chase
tower
anymore.
has fallen.
Good pick of the Execration, a little bit over aggressive from Galaxy Race, and we've also seen an interaction we didn't really talk about. Aeon Disc is practically useless because of Shadow Demon Purge.
Sure.
Like, he thought he was safe, but he was everything but safe.
Dagon. Next item. Are you a Dagon or Dagon guy?
I'm a Dagon guy.
Dagon? Okay.
Not Dagon, Dagon.
Dire's top
Dagon?
tower is under attack.
Yeah.
What? But there's no
What?
I. Puck? Alacrity just finished the Aghanims, but wasn't perfect
Zahandu?
with the... What is this Zahandu? I might still find him. Oh no, Remnant down to the southern side instead. And
What do you
Bob
mean
is...
what's the Handu?
You've been saying Zahandu a lot.
Yeah, that's Lion old.
No way. No
Oh,
way.
but yeah,
He doesn't have
Aeon
mana.
Disc. No mana for the Handu. Oh, the bull.
Here I am. Silence.
Alright. Aeon forced. All worth it. Now you take a fight.
Yeah, right now.
It is definitely Spike, Alacrity with the Aghanims. Be even better if he had the level 3 in the ultimate.
Sure. No, 4 in the ultimate.
Whew. Them
Right,
hacking
BKB.
or
He's gonna be tanky now.
trying to transition to Aghanim's next item. You might get Omni Slash, maybe just run down from the Blade Fury instead, considering In Your Dream has that capability thanks to the Aghanim shot, but he's going to be careful. You need the protection of your Shadow Demon In Your Dream, getting just in range for Yokam, but still with the Blade Fury on cooldown for a couple extra seconds, you're going to turn into the vulnerability thanks to the Omni, and now this should be enough. The protection's back up once again with the Blade Fury. Now Mizu's got the jump on forward as well, up to the northern side. Bob hunting through the line. He'll get at least a kill on a support. They do also find In Your Dream's Juggernaut.
A prize.
Still a victory though for Galaxy Racer. Very good Void Spirit gameplay there. BKB runs out from the Luna. I'm not sure why BKB so early. There was no threat there at all. And ends up paying the price for it. But yeah, Juggernaut barely died. Like his TP was just about to finish.
This is... I mean, we say multiple times now, Shadow Demon, even though you're 1, 7, and 6 on Yokam, there has been some clutch disruption saves and 1,500 gold saved in the bank here for the Shadow Demon. All eyes on what his next item is. If it's not going to be a Blink, what do you feel like it could potentially be? Is actually hold that thought. Top Bob, status resistance with an Aeon Disc. Another crazy aspect of the item.
Yeah, very balanced. I think I just want to see an Aeon Disc on him, to be honest.
Okay.
Maybe Blink into Aeon Disc to get some positioning. But Aeon Disc is a core item. They don't really have a way to dispel it either.
Smoke up on Radiant. They might run into Mizu here. Let's have BKB. And no way to pierce through it into a TP out if he goes for it. Start though. Ice Blast for vision. Mizu, is he quick on the fingers? Once again, he is. There's the BKB TP and lacking in the physical damage department.
I might need an Acceptor somewhat soonish on the puck. It's really good against Jug. It's really good against all these BKBs.
He does have it queued up, so gone away from the Dagon. Bob level 19, closing in on that 20 talent. continuing with the strong performance that he's had so far in this second game, 8-2-2.
Do you mean Dagon?
Silence.
Dagon.
Dire's top tower is under
Where's the
attack.
I? You're saying Dagon.
Dire's structures are fortified.
There's an
Have
O.
you listened to your pronunciation? Just adding random letters too, you nerd.
Dire's top tower.
Smoked up. They should have seen that with the Ice Blast, Ragey Potato. We'll pop this. Radiant have incredible vision. I have like a triangle formation around this mid to top control
Dire's top tower is
by the
under
Rosh
attack.
Pit. Recognizing, I mean, this is the important Roshan of the game. If whoever's able to find the first one, you know, if Dire can, maybe they can offset this small net worth deficit they have. And, well, if Radiant can find it, they can continue to accumulate a lead.
Flesh sustains, gold remains.
What is like the big power spike Radiant is waiting for? They have
Regeneration.
BKB on
Dire's
Night
top
Stalker,
tower is under
on Luna.
attack.
Maybe Puck Aghanims, but you don't just want to give them
Oh,
free farm on the Galaxy side.
again. As soon as Mizu hears his Dark Ascension, he's blinking straight away back to safety. Bob up top, though, is trying to set up Coil. Great timing, Alacrity. He's able to dodge the Coil, but he needs the help. Yokam, is he able to get nearby? They're bodying through the Shadow Demon, so we can't get the banishment fast enough, and Alacrity's gonna fall, but now it's all up to In Your Dream with his damage from the Juggernaut. He'll try and chase down BDZ with the BKB expiring, but Outrageous Potato to the backline. Controlling the Shadow Demon. Blinks away. Damage not ticking once again. Bob's being a menace on the backline, but he's gonna be careful. Is he gonna jaunt inside the base? He's not. Looks like Ragey Potato is gonna run a rampant here. He will have a blink up shortly. There's no way he actually gets away. Oh, no.
Oh.
Dire's
Easy tip.
top tower is under attack.
Easiest tip of the life.
We're seeing Roshan, no way. That's not happening.
No
is
life
it?
steal.
Yeah. He also quickly realized, he's like, oh no.
They are just... Uh-oh. Yokam? Should reveal there's a ward nearby here that Dire have. Yeah, are instantly dropping it. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit off the mark. He's got a Lotus Orb on AA. Oh, wow. It's
Yeah,
pretty
he's very rich.
Yeah.
Thanks to the Philosopher's Stone.
crazy neutral item for the supports. Getting a little
Do
bit
they have
of
one on
love.
Dire?
Let's take a look. They do not at the moment. Oh, Coil
Nice.
drop. Underneath the ward, they caught out the Shadow Demon as well. This is a hero that needs to be playing on the back line. Who used the banishment, trying helping out Mizu. Enables him to get the BKB, but they're sounding the retreat. The TPR, Galaxy Racer, they're now only up to 3 heroes against the 5 on Execration. They're going to go back in, actually. Omni Slash can he roll away, get the slashes chained over to Palace. He's going to be able to, now In Your Dream, once again. You see the Aghanim's not available for Bob's Coil. Using it previously. I don't think they can punish the Night Stalker. They do have Finger of Death, but an instant silence from Bob comes to the safety of Raging Potato. You are just seeing, though, if they don't have the Axe Coil to stop these TPs, it's looking so difficult for the control.
Certainly does. Nice Lotus up as well for making sure that the Luna can escape. Very close to Skadi now, and the Juggernaut Omni Slash
Yes.
wasn't even enough to kill the Earth Spirit.
Thanks.
Very lacking in the damage department still. What is his items?
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Hang on a second, it's Alacrity.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Alright, let's
attack.
go Lotus, but in a choke point like that, you're gonna eat the Remnant. Now, can they get an objective out of it? I mean, it's only a kill on an Ancient Apparition. And I don't think they will be able to. So Jug, he's almost got Skadi completed here.
It's not really damage either though. Like until his Butterfly, he will be dealing okay damage, but nothing to write home about. But I do think it's a good item build just to be survivable against all the
Radiant's top
silences they
tower
have.
is under attack. Radiant structures are
Picks it up right
fortified.
now.
Just looking to tank up 2800 health. Potentially got the
Radiant's top tower
health
is
talent at
falling.
25 if he feels like he needs to tank up even more instead of going for some extra damage from the Omni.
I would love to see the damage. Just Omni Slash Night Stalker when he goes in.
How is his Night Stalker going? I mean, look at... He's ahead of the Void Spirit, ahead of DK. They are really falling behind. I mean, Mizu with Aghanims now gets a lot more difficult to kill. He's also got that 20 talent, so he can start to scale into a late game threat here. He's 5-2 and 7, so definitely not having a horrific game at all. But yeah, the only worry is just the net worth regard.
Dire are scanning.
Illusion.
Yeah, him and Night Stalker are neck and neck though, so it's okay. But the Puck and Luna being top 2 is quite concerning.
They run into RR. Roche is falling really low. They need a start. Mizu jumps in. Roll forward as well. So they brought down the Ancient Apparition, who doesn't have a buyback, but that space for power lost. Age is picked up instantly. Galaxy Racer sounding the retreat. There's Mizu stuck in the river. But they found the Juggernaut. Yokam, great positioning. Banishment's out, but the coil duration is just completely hiding in your dream and is allowing Execration to deal with the backline supports. Finally, Onisash gotta get used. Power loss. He's taking an immense amount of damage here, the full brunt of the force. So they'll deal with the Ages. Second life coming to play, but what does he have left of the tank? With the BKB already used and rated, they don't have the numbers nearby to be able to protect him, so he just has to stand his ground, turn and right click. Bob's gonna be able to get nearby as well with the silence out. Blade Fury's not any capabilities to kick away his from Mizu. Breathe Fire secures the kill. The buybacks are coming into play with an Astral Step, but the silence is still there, so Mizu is still alive though. Look at this Aghanims Dragonite standing his ground and turning it to Execration.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Unfortunately, just missed out on the Roshan time. Oh, that blast! It was so close. And again, like
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
what's his name? Dragonite sabotaged the Juggernaut. All the bounces bouncing back and forth to the Juggernaut. Just like last game. Like, does nobody know how glaives work?
Dire's top
Do you see how much
tower is
damage it
under
took from the
attack.
Luna? That was insane.
Double
Alright.
damage.
Oh, is he gonna get him? Nah, he's gone.
Is he gonna get him? Yes, sir.
Not
No, it's easy. And the Bible was really worth it though. He killed the Luna. Look at his gold suddenly. Almost BKB done.
Yeah,
You want to build BKB though?
yeah,
Yeah, Kaya Sanj might make more sense since the Puck already has his. Oof, man, Bob is really bobbing them. Bob the builder, he's really building them in a lead, huh?
Oh, you so funny. He's quite the puck. Quite the puck player into the counters that he's going up against at the moment. Very impressed with how Bob's playing. I mean, level 24. The Dagon is the next item of choice here. 4k gold in the
Dire's
bank.
bottom tower is under attack.
I'm a big fan of Dagon as well.
Here I am.
What?
I'm just... Can I not laugh at you?
No?
Why not?
I didn't give you permission.
It's always permission. If I can talk to you, laugh at you, anything.
Yes? Neil.
Okay. No permission. There we go.
No, it's fine. You can do whatever you want, little Aries.
All areas, thank you. Boomer. Bob, 25. Went for the Waning Rift AoE range as well. Smoke up on Execration. They gotta be careful though, because Dire are posturing around a choke point. If they can get control in this area, Mizu pops Smoker, and again, what's this, 5-6 times where Mizu popping the smoke and getting out of dodge here faster with the blink fingers? They gotta be careful. They're kiting this fight further away from their ward. They bind the T2 tower. Raging Potatoes committed with the BKB straight on top of the line, but once again with the banishment coming into play. Now Puck's got to be cautious of his positioning as well. Remnant sets it up. They've got the follow with the Dragon Tail. Bolt Finger of Death. He's not going to get bursted down. That quick timing with the phase shift. Coil's now dropped as well. On top of the wall, they're hugging it on Dire. There's no answer in the fall, but somehow Bob makes it away.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, so hard to kill a Puck if you don't have the perch on him. Dragonite's still on the hunt potentially. No, Luna won't be hitting the tower. Very close to his
Dire's
AC
middle tower
as
has
well. I mean, it was just really awkward engagement. Like, they all blinked in, used BKBs really prematurely, and it was way too fast from the Execration side. They also recognized that and tried to get out. Did they lose anyone? No, right?
From Execration, no. Galaxy Racer lost the lion.
Blessings upon a loyal
Yeah.
Regeneration.
Wait, he went Nullifier for on Night Stalker, right?
No, No, Basher.
No, he went away from it. He actually had a Q-up. Okay. So Solar Crest Basher instead. Alright, alright. One Omni Slash and he's dead though.
How you feeling about the In Your Dream build? Is going Aghanim's as his next item?
No, not a fan. There's no damage. Like, at least finish your Mjolnir first so you have some damage.
Yeah, we were seeing some really interesting builds. Like, Arme was going, like, I think Mask of Manus, Sandunyasha, Deso, and then Ags or something like that when it was first getting played. BKB, oh, there's a coil down bot. They have to rely on the physical damage at the moment, but once the magic immunity expires, the healing ward's out. Maybe the Shadow Demon support as well as Yokam's moving in forward. They just saw a cooldown for Puck. He tried to eat the ability for the Night Stalker, but in fact, he's just going to cost him his life here. As the phase shift, I think he's directly on top. It's enough though for the Aeontis to come back up. Bob gets away. No! Mizu just there. The Dragon Tail stun. A big kill as well. 654 gold for In Your Dream.
I am not sure what he was trying to do there. Like, I was trying to save us the Night Stalker, of course, but your life is way more important than his. Prowl, slow him down, perhaps? No. Doesn't have the vision.
Well, that's
Don't
nice.
dragons have night vision? Pretty sure they do.
The Aghanims?
No, I'm talking about dragons in general.
Oh, in general. Okay. I thought we were, didn't know we were going off topic.
Like, there's no way Dragon Knight doesn't have night vision, right? Or like a dragon in general.
They see everything. They're flying high in the sky.
What talent did DK go for? The AoE Dragon Tail?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Sounds so wacky.
He's higher level than Jug. Jug's only 23 right now.
Yeah, Mizu has been farming up a storm, getting a couple of solo kill experiences.
Okay, Luna went for the mini stun.
Also no damage. Why is
Was-
everybody, like, not building damage?
No one likes damage. What do you mean? Damage? What's that?
What? Yeah, what is damage?
I
Just like everybody farms the safe there in minute 15 and dies.
Like, we've actually seen that way too many times today.
Yeah. Way too many times. And I actually get this inner anger when I see it.
Alright, both teams level up if they want it. Jug's got his picked up. What other neutral items? We got Spell Prism on the Void Spirit's pretty nice. Even the Stormcraft, just if they jump the line, give him a little bit of time to waste. Night Stalker's actually holding the leveler at the moment as Luna wants that Titan Sliver. How can they start the fight? Instantly Dark Ascension. This time DK is not going to be able to blink back to safety, so they get the start and it's a lot of damage. It looks like they just have to sacrifice Mizu. He doesn't have a buyback as well. Down for 100 seconds. He's such a high level. Actually just gets enough gold for buyback.
Yeah. Have to be very careful how they use the BKBs in Execration. It was very premature again.
Dire's
On the
bottom
Night Stalker
tower
at least.
is
Like, these
under
BKBs
attack.
are very important. Once they're down, you actually can't fight them anymore.
They might get him to buy
If
back
Luna
here.
gets disrupted here...
Yeah, they will. He's going to buy back. Night Stalker's not at this fight. Pel's going to try and TP out. He's successful with the BKB, but can the rest of the team do so? This is costly if they don't get a core. Oh, you have to hope Roshan's a fast spawn. It's not 2 minutes as well. Oh, that is a big buyback. Mizu's been really impactful in these fights.
Yeah, if he dies now, that's a very big winning condition.
And Radiant's Observer, they see In Your Dream running in the pit. They might face checking on one of the heroes, but they don't see everyone else at the moment on the map. The one pushing a bot should be obvious. I mean, Mizu's going to show mid. Oh, Rage Potato? His BKB's up in a couple seconds. Going to go for a TP. Yokam getting range for the banishment. Yes, he can. Now, we might have to play around with the BKB. Dark Ascension still on cooldown, though. As Jug should be able to chase him down. Swift slash use. One more right click. That's enough thanks to the crit. Bob was trying to disrupt them. Who else have they caught? Mizu's found the Earth Spirit. They need to get in front of him to prevent the roll away. Biddies is going to try for a kick into the roll, but it's not successful. And now once the magic immunity expires, Galaxy Racer, they tried for a cute play with that buyback previously. It cost them heavy on Mizu's net worth, but at least they're still able to find some kills afterwards. Do they get Bob as well? Oh, they catch him.
Radiant structures.
That's a big kill to get again. Bob getting caught out here.
Well, it's very sick remnant by
Radiant's top
Void Spirit
tower
though.
has
Like a
fallen.
lot of people would not be throwing it out there, I think. But yeah, massive kills. Roshan still not up for a minute though. And
Radiant's top tower
I was
is
seeing
under
a
attack.
repeat from the last game perhaps, but the other way.
opposite?
Yeah.
No.
Alacrity? What is
Wait, what?
going on? Okay, BKB popped. What is going on? Palace is going really deep. Polo's gonna TP in. The rest of the
What's
team are coming
happening?
as well. He's got a
Palace?
BKB. He didn't hex.
Hex?
What? They all TP'd away from Roshan now and away from Triangle where they've got all their vision.
Does Luna have money for buyback?
Yes.
Bounty.
He did at that stage if they killed him.
What is happening?
Regeneration.
You gotta be able to chain hex that. Like, I guess it's late, so these small mistakes you can make, but it's very rough. Like, if you kill him there, it's actually potentially game over because you get the Roshan for free unless he buys back, and you have a winning condition anyways. But I might still get it for free
Radiant's
because
middle
Puck is still
tower
dead.
is under attack.
Daedalus on Luna, so you're asking for a little bit of damage, and Luna will have that now. Dark can set you out, Night Stalker.
Roshan
Maybe
has
looking
tortured
for
to
a
the dark.
snag on anything, but quick snatch and grab is in your dream. Age is picked up. Shard on the Void Spirit 2.
Coming through. Yeah, this matchup is not good for Luna. I'm a little worried, I'm not gonna lie.
What's the reasoning for the late game matchup where Jug can kind of take over?
I mean, just Omni Slash him, he's dead. There's nothing he can do. Like, Juggernaut is one of the hardest anti-carries in the game.
Is there any way that maybe Radiant can itemize on the supports to help out against the Omni?
Maybe a Lotus Orb would be good. But other than that, there's not a whole lot you can do. And then you also need to have the Lotus Orb on as it gets Omni Slashed. Because otherwise it's also useless.
Oh, this is a cool pickup from Yokam. Aghanim's now for him, so
That owns Night Stalker as well.
yeah, very much so.
Night Stalker Luna, they're gonna get owned by this.
Got the break potential, help against the Aeon Disc. See how it can kite also, you know, potentially in these fights if Luna's attack range isn't the highest, so if they can kind of play away
Radiant are
from this
scanning.
hero. Unfortunately for Rage Potato, his net worth has kind of fallen off a cliff as well. I mean, he's 25. They go for that Dark Ascension cooldown, so only 49 seconds thanks to the Spell Prism. But they're going for a backstab
Radiant's
here.
top tower is under attack.
Yokamp cannot get caught out first. He's so viable to their team fight, just making sure. But the issue is they got the vision now. Instantly, Raging Potato's gonna jump. Aeon Disc was already popped previously with the Omnis Touch as well. Bob's gonna be protected now. The buybacks aren't gonna be able to come into play because Dire, they're so far away from the base. A double coil. Bob's still gonna be careful with the Aeon Disc on cooldown, but they're just controlling him through the initial start of the fight. As Galaxy Racer, can they look to reset though? A roll in, BDZ stops the opportunity. Joe's gonna turn back around. No man left standing here, but it might still cost them multiple heroes though, but the Aegis gonna get claimed. The second life, can you do anything on the Juggernaut? He'll chuck out the Omni Slash. They need to take up the slashes on the supports, and Palace is okay. BDZ's ever gonna kick it back to safety. But this Blade Fury, it's enough to find one kill. It might be enough to find a second kill as well. It doesn't even get Raging Potato. A 5-man wipe as Execration go up against the Roshan advantage.
All they got was one measly Ancient Apparition. What a well-executed team fight. Getting both the core targets right away. Both the supports are just gone, evaporated, destroyed, ravaged. I don't know how many more words I can use for that, but this gives them a huge opening. No buybacks on the three of them, right?
Is under attack.
Yep. Jug and DK do not have a buyback.
They're gonna end the game potentially.
Yeah, this game's
They're gonna go
over.
for GG.
It's Luna. This one's over. Solar crest him up. How are we going to defend it with these 3 heroes? You can't fight into them. There's so much control. Raging Potato's just going to make space. We'll see what Alacrity can do, but the BKB hasn't popped it yet. Tier 4's down. Second Tier 4's down as well. The throne exposed. They've got a clip, but it doesn't matter. 2 heroes solely defend it. Execration. They had a horrible series performance prior, and now they just 2-0 Galaxy Race with the team on top. What a series.
That was... this is late game Dota, man. I guess games just end in the span of a minute. You make one crucial mistake, don't have buybacks on some of your heroes, you're gone. Damn. Really makes me wonder what would have happened if they immediately both bought back, because that fight lasted quite long.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue with taking a fight at that side. I mean, would you rather them maybe gone through bots who had the outpost to potentially TP through? It would have made a difference there?
I mean, they really should have expected a backstab, though. Like, they were not pushing out any lanes. They all didn't show for the longest time. Just caught them pants down. No chance. Super well played, that last smoke there. Won them the entire game. Like, any mistake they made before that, forget that. That one play alone, godlike.
And it was a solid performance from Execration overall. I mean, just the vision game. We brought it up earlier on in this game, how impactful it could be to be able to find the line, find the Shadow Demon. Because if you didn't get the Shadow Demon, you could really disrupt the start. They were relying on like the coil into Ice Blast for the control for Void Spirit early, and we really saw the kind of farm priority that Eurocam have kind of offset that. But it got to a stage where late game, Execration, you have multiple ways to gain information, and Galaxy Racer, they don't have a way to huddle together. It's not like you've got an arena or like a tombstone you can drop and just group around that. You don't have this capability, so the supports are split up away from the cores, and you just get picked off left, right, and center. And then if you've got 3 cores available against 5 heroes in Execration, it doesn't matter how many ultimates they've used, there's nothing left in the tank for them. And I cannot believe how we just saw Execration honestly get absolutely wiped versus Army Geniuses. Like, they looked appalling versus Army Geniuses. And now they just...
What happened?
What happened? I mean, I was...
Good breakfast? Not good breakfast, good dinner? Good supper? Good, I don't know, maybe a pep talk in between? Like, how can you be... Like, that's honestly just instability, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do you go from that low to that high in a matter of minutes? It was like half an hour.
I mean, it is a new team, so I don't know how much emphasis I want to put on it, but it's definitely, like you're saying, it's just the consistency. And over time, that's going to build for these plays. Your Bob so far, he had a credible game on the puck, no doubt about that. But the other games we've seen from them, you know, a couple of the carries getting caught out as well. Like, overall, though, this is just props for SG Execration. They 2-0 the team on top, and that's now day 4 done of the Lootbet Pro Series Season 7. I was kind of half joking earlier where I was talking about Army Geniuses. You know, they lost their first series versus Motivate 2-0, and then their second series they're able to win 2-0. And I'm like, you know, maybe Execration can continue with that trend, and that's exactly what they did. They lost their first series 2-0. They take their second series 2-0, and well, now that's going to bump them up to, I believe, 4-4 after that victory there. So yeah, we're done dusted for the day here, Black. We got a bit of a break. MLP and John will be on for the next 2 days.
Yep, and then we're back for the last day of the group stage. So enjoy the Mad Lads, Mr. Handsome and Mr. Crazy.
Which one's who?
I won't comment on that.
Well,
I mean,
everyone knows. Everyone knows.
Everyone knows, exactly.
And
if you don't, well, then think about it.
It's definitely, you're the crazy one. Okay, with that being said, guys, appreciate everyone watching. We had another long day. What was it? 10 hours of casting here for best of 2s. But the action continues. Tomorrow, day 5 of the Lootbet Pro Series Season 7. MLP and John will be taking the reins for the next 2 days. So enjoy the coverage. Till then, come back tomorrow, same time, for some more Dota action.